balls. She's going to be doing this and this and this. I have my notes. I'm cross-checking. No, it's okay. Good. Good. Oh, God. Watch me go really slow. We're going to use balls today. Yeah. Do you want a little blanket? What? You want a little blanket? Yeah. Good. Oh. Hi, Kelly. Were you guys just practicing downstairs? Yeah, cute. All the things. Blanket, strap, blocks, therapy balls. How's your wrist feeling? Have you had it before? Hmm. That's what did it. Didn't make it feel better. Well, good that you're resting it now. Yeah. Yeah.
The end of teacher training last year, I got
I remember that.
deeper veins in my thumb, which is like tendonitis, like in this like one little muscle in your thumb. Literally was in like a full-on hand brace for the last couple weeks of training. Like I literally couldn't do anything. It was so bad. I kept like taking off the brace to like practice during training because I was like I couldn't even bend my wrist because it was like a full like my thumb was like immobilized, couldn't move my hand. Like I went back to work and was like having trouble like typing and stuff, and I was like, guys, like I have 0 thumbs right now. Like bear with me. Like I literally can't do anything. Impossible. Yeah. It's a lot of pressure on like your wrist. Yeah.
We have lots and lots of time before we get started. Class is quite full today, and so we're waiting on 11 more people. So if you could, just get an inch or two closer to the people next to you, so maybe a mat can slide in as folks start to come through. But I promise you there's plenty of room for all of us to be here with lots of space. And we'll use all the props We'll take some time to roll today too, so if you want to grab therapy balls now or later on, Nikki and I can bring those over to you, but 2 blocks, strap, blanket, therapy balls, and anything else you like. Oh, I forgot to ask you, do you want to practice or do you want to walk around?
I'll walk around.
Great, 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 great. Just hover in the back corner the whole time.
Yeah. Is anyone else in teacher training?
Kelly,
Kelly? Anyone else?
those, Allison up front. Allison, can you raise your hand? That one.
Oh.
Yeah, for Nikki. Yeah, you can hover over there. Do you want to? Hi, come on in. There's space like right here in the middle if you'd like. Yeah, there's also space up front. Hi. We got some room up here. And then there's lots of room in between those mats if you'd like to, and right where you are too. Great spot, yeah. Yeah. Hi. Ooh, you're good. Hi. How you feeling? Yeah? Yeah, good. You getting some sleep?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
10 hours.
Yeah.
And then like a couple more.
Good, good. Yeah. Do you, can we have this row just come up just a few drops? And that way the back row doesn't bonk into the wall when they lift a leg. That'd be great. Hi. And then you guys are great. Can we have you guys squeak just an inch and then one more mat might fit in here? That'd be great too. And then space anywhere. Hi. You're standing. You ran it. How are you feeling?
Good. Yeah, did you run it?
No. I watched my friend's dots from my bed
Right.
while I was
Little
watching.
Sims.
Yes, little tiny Sims. Where's your medal?
Should I be wearing
Yes, you should wear it for like the whole month afterwards.
I also heard that an American won for the first time in 30 years.
Oh,
And
I forgot people race that race to win it.
yeah, I saw the video of him finishing it. He was booking it
Oh, God.
and was by himself.
Could never be me.
Yeah. Yeah, they said someone born in America hasn't won in 30 years. Which is like crazy.
Hi, y'all. There's some room up here in the front. How are we finding space? Amy, can we squeak somebody in either on your right or on your left there too? And then there's space up here also. We're going to put you, instead of this way, we're going to put you over here just because the camera is going to live stream. You're totally fine.
I'll be moving.
You can also face the front.
Whatever way you want.
Yeah, plenty of room if you want to face the front. That's my favorite spot to go because you don't see anyone. Mary Kate, were there a bunch of people downstairs or were you the last? Did you see one other person? Okay, cool. Just take the whole studio. Face this way.
Oh, can I do this one?
Sure, yeah. All right. I think there's, according to intel of Mary Kate, maybe 1 or 2 people who are going to come in. So if we could. Oh, Anna, you see a spot right there? Yes, great. There should be room. Thank you for making space for each other. We'll start in just a second, but all the props, a blanket, because we'll do some stuff with our knees down on the floor. So Nikki and I can bring that over to you later on too. 2 blocks, hi. Therapy balls, we'll do a little bit of rolling. And a strap, a great idea. I have no agenda with the bolsters, but if you want to do something with the bolster, you can definitely grab one. But let's get started. Okay. All right, good to, oh, so long. Takes us 3 minutes, that's amazing.
I think I'm gonna give it to my twin who's like a foot tall.
To practice together on it.
I do yoga, but I'm like, here, this is made for you.
The other good thing,
You can exactly know.
you could, do you have rugs in your house? I use them as like mats that don't work as rug slip grips. Yeah. Yes, fair. Those, yeah, right in the corner. Uh-huh. All right. Hi, everyone. Thanks for coming. We'll get started as people trickle in, but are we cool enough to start? Yeah, I'll turn, please let me know to turn air, things on and off because we're in the season of summer. No? Perhaps, close to. Hope you got some time outside today. There was a few new names to class and maybe to the studio. So on the off chance we didn't say hi to each other, my name is Anisha. And a few things. Nikki is here, as always, assisting and will be, the way the class is set up, some of you might know, I teach from here for those at home, but Nikki will be walking around. If you have any questions at all, if something I say doesn't make sense, if you want anything clarified, please feel free to ask because she's a phenomenal teacher and a phenomenal resource. So use her to your advantage. It's a great gift to have another in the room. You'll see other 2 here in the corner. This is good wave. Julia and Krista. We're just about finishing up our round of teacher training this year, and we're in the phase of training where folks are asked to observe class. And you'll hear me say this every time, but you are not in the hot seat. It's this one is in the hot seat. They're writing down my sequence, writing down things if they make sense. And so feel free to say hello to them because they might be on the schedule if they so desire in the summer for teaching classes, or let them blend into the background and you'll see them around soon. But thank you. Okay, I think I mentioned it last Tuesday's class, but now I can't remember. We're starting chakras this week. I like to give people a week warning whether or not they would like to continue to move through the chakra series. I'll tell you all about what they are, bless. But I said this joke yesterday and I'll say it again today, but if for any reason the flavor of class is not to your interest, there's a great class right before, there's a great class right after, there's great 6:30 classes all throughout the day, but for the next 7 weeks, we'll be working through chakras. So very quickly to back it up, in Sanskrit, the word chakra means wheel or a spinning disc of energy. You don't necessarily see them with your eyes, but there's something that the more you learn about them, the more you understand different versions of yourself. We're thought to have 7 of them that run along the length of the spine, starting at the very base and going up to the crown of the head. And each week we'll focus on a different one. Each practice will have some breath work, a movement practice and meditation, and we'll see where it starts to take us. So today we start off at the very base, the root of the spine, called Muladhara chakra. It means root chakra, and it's associated with our basic survival needs. It asks us the question, have I had enough water to drink today to do what I'm about to do? Have I had enough food to eat to nourish me for what I'm about to accomplish? Have I slept enough? These basic human needs that we all have, this is the place that we ask ourselves, do I have what it is that I need? Each of the chakras also has an element that they're associated with. This first one starts off with earth. with the very physical, tangible ground that we can touch. And they all have colors. So the first chakra's color is red. I don't have an orange shirt for next week, but I do my best to try and color coordinate my shirts with the chakra. So we'll see how long I can keep that one up. But when I think of red for this chakra, I'm thinking of this like red, lustrous, molten red, almost like lava, constantly shape-shifting and changing. And a few things as we get into our practice. We're going to focus a lot today. We'll do the whole body, but we're going to focus a lot today on the low half, the legs, the thighs, the calves, the feet, because this chakra is thought to govern all of the muscles downstream, the parts of you that touch and connect to the earth. So the invitation, it's easier said than done, is to try and slow down a drop more, slow down an ounce more than you already have, because when you slow down, it gives you a chance to just see what's happening under the surface. So that's where we'll take it today. Take breaks, sip on lots of water, modify, spectate, take anything that you need when you need it. But we'll get started today lying on our backs. If you wouldn't mind, can you have your heads up towards me and your feet to the wall behind you as you come to lie down in any way that you like. You can have your arms and legs long, more in that Shavasana shape. You might have your knees bent, feet on the floor, and your knees knocking into each other to clear some space in and through the low back. But as you let yourself arrive, close or soften your eyes to a point so you can listen for your breath. When we close our eyes, it gives us a moment to see ourselves more clearly than before, where each breath lets you dissolve the day that was. Each breath lets you arrive to where you are now, if even for a moment. And each breath that comes after makes space for what has yet to come. So as you continue to notice your breath, let it naturally begin to deepen, sending your next inhale from the nose down into your belly, then up into your heart. And as you exhale, pour the breath up and out through every fiber of your being. We're starting on the ground for a reason, to feel the floor beneath you. And can you imagine the floor not just below your yoga mat, but imagine the floor beneath the building into the soil of the earth itself. And as you let each breath continue to slowly deepen, breathe into the front, the back, and the sides of your being. And as you exhale through your nose or through parted lips, can you let yourself become heavier into the earth? Continue with a few more of those breaths. This first chakra asks us, can you slow down to notice what it is that you need? We'll start our practice and our time here with each other with 3 more rounds of that same breath. So wait for your next inhale as it fills you up completely. And exhale to offer all of that breath out. 2 more times on your own. At the bottom of your breath, pause for a moment. Take notice of any difference that comes when you listen for and remember your breath. And now, keeping that attention as best as you can, start to blink your eyes open if they're not already. And we'll all meet with the knees bent, both feet onto the floor, with your knees stacked over your ankles. Your hands can rest anywhere on you, on your body, alongside of you. But take a big breath in here. And as you exhale, drop both knees to the right hand side, letting the legs get heavy. Inhale to bring the knees back up through center, and with your feet as wide as your mat, big exhale, watch for props as the knees drop to the left. Go at your pace, twice more from side to side. Inhale, the knees come up. Big exhales to let the knees drop over. And as you go on your own, can you go just a drop slower than you did before, feeling the belly be soft, feeling the hips soften, the butt muscles soften on the ground. We'll pick up the pace of class a little later, but can you enjoy what it feels like to slow down just for a moment more? The next time your knees drop to the left and you come back through center, give the right leg a hug in towards your belly or in towards your chest to give it a squeeze. Make some small circles with that right foot or the right ankle in one or the other direction. Try and spread the toes or point the toes. And now as you draw the right ankle back through center, interlace your hands behind your right thigh. Before we straighten the leg, press your right thigh into your palms. Let the arms grow longer, away from your belly. And now begin to reach the right heel towards the ceiling to straighten the right leg. As the heel goes to the sky, you might feel the back of your leg, the calf, the hamstrings. Maybe you point the toes to feel more of the shin and the front of the leg as you take a bigger breath in and a longer breath out. Now bend your right knee if it's not already, lower it down to the ground. Switch sides, give the left leg a hug in towards your heart. Start with those circles on the left ankle. We spend so much time on the legs and on the feet. Just see what it feels like to be off the floor for a moment, spreading the toes or pointing the toes. And now as you draw that left ankle through center, hands come behind the left thigh, that awkward index finger on top. Press your thigh away from your belly towards the back of the room. And then either keep the left knee bent or begin to reach the left heel up towards the sky to feel the back of the leg. As you flex through the foot, take a bigger breath in. And on your exhale, stay, point the toes to the sky, feeling more of the front of the shin. And now bend that left knee, lower both feet back to the ground. Watch for the neighbors around you as you reach one or both of your arms overhead. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, roll over onto your favorite side to coil into yourself. Just feel gravity here beneath you for a breath. And now when the time comes, push down into the ground to rise up through the tabletop. We'll meet on all fours, facing the front of the room. As you find your way to your hands and your knees, walk your palms to come as wide as your mat. Maybe your toes are tucked under behind you. And start to link your movement and breath together through rounds of cat and cow. Round and arch your spine at your pace. Let's take 4 or 5 rounds of breath on your own. Feel free to stay rounded or arched for a few breaths. Maybe a few breaths in child's pose or rocking back forward. But long, deep breath in and a clear, steady breath out. And as you find your way back to table, find that neutral spine. Walk your hands a handprint forward of your shoulders. Walk your knees back behind your hips. Tuck your toes under and take all the time you need to meet in downward facing dog. Lift your hips to the sky. You might stay here. You might pedal the heels from side to side or soften or straighten your legs. But slow down your next breath in and exhale to offer all of that breath out through each fiber of your being. Now at the bottom of your breath, lift your heels up high. Take a big bend in your knees, peek forward. And 1 foot at a time, walk your feet up towards your hands to come into your forward fold. I like to bring blocks underneath the hands often to lift the floor to me. You might heel toe your feet wider than they already are to give your low back some space. Maybe even bend your knees to let your belly soften. But as you bow in towards yourself, take a big breath in and a longer breath out. This first chakra asks us, do I have what I need? And in this practice of yoga, is that more space, more props, more breath, more time. So as you find your breath here, climb your hands up to your hips, stand through your legs, and on an inhale, come all the way up to rise as you release your hands. Heel toe your feet to bring them under your hips. On your next inhale, reach your arms forward and up to get tall. As you exhale, soften your knees and fold over your legs. Inhale to come up halfway, root down through the legs as you reach the chest forward. And exhale to step it back to plank pose, the top of your push-up. Knees up or down, but as you push down into your palms, reach the chest forward. Take a big breath in. Exhale to bend your elbows as you lower all the way to your belly. Hands as wide as your mat as you rise for baby cobra or cobra. Lift up through the chest. Take a full breath. And on your exhale, take it back to down dog or table or puppy pose for 3 deep breaths. Slow down the beginning of your next inhale and exhale to offer all of that breath out through every fiber of your being. Take one more full breath in here. Big exhale to offer that breath out. And now at the bottom of your breath, lift your heels up high. Take a soft bend in your knees, look forward, and come forward to the top of your mat, standing forward fold. Inhale brings you halfway up to lengthen. As you exhale, fold and bow in. Take a breath to rise, stand through your legs, reach up, touch the sky. And exhale to let the hands come down by your sides. With your feet under your hips, palms to your thighs, bend your knees and sit your hips into chair pose. Check to see that your knees and toes are pointing in the same direction. And as you feel your hips here, can you send your sitting bones down towards your heels? You might feel that low belly really lift and light up. Now push into the palms to lift your chest. Stay right here. If you want to add some heat, you can reach the arms up to the sky. 3 breaths. Take a deep breath in. Stay for your exhale. Let the hips get heavier as you lift your heart to the sky. Take another breath in, down, and wide. Stay for your exhale. Offer that breath out. One more big breath in. Stay for your exhale. Let the hips get heavy as you lift your heart up. And then inhale to rise. Stand through your legs. Touch the sky. As you exhale, fold and bow in. Inhale brings you halfway up to lengthen. Grow long through the spine. And exhale to fold, bowing in towards yourself. Keep your right foot forward. Step your left foot all the way back to catch your lunge. Come up onto your fingertips or blocks on either side of that right foot. And now keeping your hands down, lift the back heel higher. Lift the back thigh to the sky. Take a big breath in, reach the chest forward. And as you exhale, we'll straighten the right leg. Push through the right foot to straighten the knee. Let's do that twice more. As you inhale, bend the right knee through to lunge. Exhale to fold and straighten. One more slow breath in. Bend the knee. Reach the crown of your head forward. And as you exhale, fold and straighten that leg. Now pause here for a breath. Lift that left heel higher. Can you push through the left foot to wrap the left hip forward and let the right hip tack back towards the wall behind you? Stay right where you are, or you might start to let the left heel get heavier towards the floor for a bonus calf stretch. Take a big breath in and a longer breath out. And now on your inhale, bend your right knee, plant your palms on the earth. We're going to step it forward, all the hops you need for left foot to meet the right. Inhale to come up halfway, grow long through your spine. Big exhale to fold, bowing in. Keep the left foot forward. Step your right foot back to catch your lunge. Take your time. And as you come up onto fingertips or blocks, lift that back thigh high. Lift the chest. Take a full breath in here. And exhale to pyramid pose. Push the left leg straight. Twice more. Follow your breath more than my voice. Inhale through to lunge. As you exhale, fold and straighten. One more on your own. Slow breath in. Reach long through the crown of your head. And exhale to fold and straighten that leg. Pause here. Lift the back heel higher for a moment. And as you push through the right foot, wrap the right hip forward and the left hip back. The hope is you feel it right in the back of your right thigh. Stay here or ground your right heel towards the earth as you take a deeper breath in and a longer breath out. And now inhale back through to lunge. Bend your left knee, plant your palms. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Step back through the left foot. Pedal the heels. Take a breath to notice what you feel. And then inhale through to plank pose. Find the top of your push-up. Big exhale to lower all the way down. Stretch your arms alongside of you. Flip your palms down to face the floor as we come to locust. Before you lift up, hug your thighs towards each other. They don't have to touch, but feel them magnetize in. Shrug your shoulders to the ears, hug the shoulder blades together. And as you inhale, lift your head, lift your heart, float your palms up. For this one, press your feet down into the floor. As you press the feet down, does the heart get lighter up off the ground? And as you lift the chest, can you anchor the feet further into the floor? Take one more breath in. Stay for your exhale. Lift your palms a centimeter more. And then slowly release. Make a pillow with your hands. Rest on your cheek or on your forehead. Take a full breath into that belly. Let the low back expand. Take a full breath into your chest. Let the upper back broaden. And now here, if you're on a cheek or on the other palm, turn to the other side and take one more full breath in. And a clear, steady breath out. Good. Come on and back up through center. We'll meet in tabletop. Find your way to your hands and your knees. And take it back to downward facing dog, hips to the sky. From your down dog, float the right leg up and back. Step it through to catch your lunge. Pivot your back heel to the floor and come up to extended side angle. Right forearm to your right thigh. You can reach your left arm to the sky or over your ear towards the front of the room. Take a tiny bend in your back knee, especially if you know if it locks out like mine does. And now look to see if the right knee and toes are pointing straight ahead to the top of your mat. Now as you inhale, hug your feet together from front to back. Feel that energy run up the ground into your legs. And as you hug the feet together, stretch through the left hand and let the right thigh descend to the floor. Now reach the left arm back. On an inhale, come up to warrior two. Change nothing in the legs. Stay for the exhale. Bend into that right thigh. Flip the right palm to the sky. A big arc to reverse. Tip up and back. As you reach back through the right fingertips, bend into the right thigh. Guide your right knee open toward your pinky toes. And then inhale to come up. Stay in warrior two. For your exhale, bend into the front thigh. I'm doing this on purpose. Now push through the right foot to straighten the leg. Turn your right toes to face the long edge of your mat. Watch for the butts in front of you. If there's a butt really close to your head, maybe you go to the side, but hinge at your hips and fold into your wide-legged forward fold. Teeny bend in your knees so that they don't lock. And now squeeze your legs, your feet together from front to back. As you hug your legs together, take a bigger breath in and a longer breath out. Now watch for the butts in front of you. Come up halfway to lengthen. Reach the chest long. For Skandasana, this inner thigh opener, look at your left foot. Turn your left toes to face the back corner of your mat. And now bend your left knee. Bring your hips towards that left heel as you lift your chest. Good. Keep the left heel down. Lift the heart. Some people like to keep the right foot on the ground. Some like to turn the right toes up to the sky. Up to you. But as much as you can keep the left heel down, maybe your hips get lighter, or hips get heavier as the hands get lighter. Take one more breath in. Stay for your exhale. Offer all of that breath out. And now lower your hands to the floor. Push through the left leg to straighten the knee. Turn the right knee and toes to catch your lunge. We meet in downward facing dog once again. Take notice. Close your eyes and pause here from side to side. Any difference that you feel. And just a few more times together. Inhale through to plank pose, knees down or up. Exhale to lower all the way to your belly. Inhale to rise for cobra. Hug the legs together as you lift the heart. And on your exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. Wait for the inhale as you float the left leg up and back. Step it through to catch your lunge. Extended side angle, Parsvotkonasana, back heel down. Left elbow to the thigh, and the right arm can reach to the sky or overhead. This chakra 1, the chakra of the root, governs the muscles in the legs, connects us to the feeling of the earth beneath. So as you feel both feet on the ground, pull your left foot back, hug your right foot forward, and feel the energy run up the legs. Now keep that as you stretch through the right arm, bend into that front thigh. Good, you got it. Reach the right arm towards the wall behind you. Inhale to rise, Virabhadrasana 2. Bend into the front leg. Flip the left palm up, a big arc to reverse, tip up and back. As you reach back through the left fingertips, bend into the left thigh, guide your left knee open. And then inhale to come all the way back up, bend into the front thigh. Push the left leg straight, get long, and now turn your left toes to face the long edge. We'll take a shoulder stretch here. If you want to grab your strap, you can grab your strap between your hands, or you can interlace your fingers at your low back, up to you. But bring both hands behind you, either held or strapped between. Shrug your shoulder blades together, and now lift your knuckles off your tush to the person behind. Take a big breath in, lift your chest. And as you exhale, soften your knees, hinge at your hips, and fold. Remember your legs. Can you squeeze your feet together from front to back? And now with your arms overhead, tug your strap or tug your fingers apart to bring the shoulder blades together to open through the chest. Take one more breath in. Stay for the exhale. Maybe the arms reach to the sky or overhead towards your friend in front of you. And then slowly release those hands back down to your tush. Ditch the strap to the side. Skandasana, inner thigh opener. Inhale to come up halfway. Turn the right knee and toes to face the back corner of your mat. And with your right heel down, bend your right knee. Think booty back, heart up to the sky. Your hands can be on the floor, they can be on blocks out in front of you. But as you lift up through the chest, think hips back. Stay right here. Maybe you turn the left knee and toes to the sky. Maybe the hips get heavy, but take a bigger breath in. Stay for your exhale. And now push through the right foot to straighten the leg. Turn the left knee and toes through to lunge. We meet in downward facing dog. Pedal the heels. Take a breath to notice and offer it to your breath. From your down dog, last one together. Inhale through to plank pose. Hug the legs together as you exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale to rise for cobra. Press the feet into the earth as you lift the heart. And on your exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. From your down dog, lower the knees to the floor, sit back onto your heels, sip some water, take a breath. Cooking? Cooking. Fans. You got it, Nikki? Thank you. Moving slow, the quads. Feeling them. All right, we're going to come in for a thigh stretch. And then we're going to do some balance and roll out some feet. I asked this yesterday, but how many ran Broad Street? I know 2, 3, 4. How many watched Broad Street from bed? Yes, or just watched from the sideline? Hopefully. Why don't you guys wear your medals? You ran 10 whole miles. You don't wear them for like a month afterwards? Maybe that's just what I would do. But next time, if you come to class next week, you should definitely wear your medal. For me, so we can sing your praises. Let's get into the legs. Hopefully this feels good for those that ran, and for those of us that didn't, still some benefits. So, tabletop. I'm going to pad my knees with a blanket. If you'd like to do so, you can. You might bring your hands onto blocks, always an option, but find your way to all fours, somewhere in the middle of your mat. And now bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand for this lizard lunge. Once the right foot is to the outside of the hand, left hand stays down, right palm to your right thigh. And now hug your left back knee forward as you bend your back knee and lift the toes up off the ground. Stay here, or your right hand might reach out and around to hold on to the left foot, or lasso a strap around your foot. But wherever you are, both hands on the ground, one hand on your thigh, back foot lifted. Shrug the right shoulder up and back. Shrug the left shoulder up and back, and now press the ears back to lift your chin. Take a big breath in. Stay for your exhale. Let the belly turn to the right, towards that right leg. On an inhale with care, release the foot, lower your hands, take it back to tabletop, and maybe a round or two of breath here, or a round or two of breath in cat and cow. Slow down your breath in, and exhale to offer that breath out. Now find your way back to neutral. Side 2, left foot to the outside of your left hand for that lizard lunge. Good. As you keep the right hand on the floor or on a block, left palm to your left thigh. The higher up on a block you go, the more space you'll find in your chest. And now hug your back knee forward. Bend your back knee to lift the back toes up. And perhaps the left hand reaches back or stays on your thigh or reaches to hold the right foot. As you have a hold on the thigh or the foot, shrug the left shoulder up and back. Shrug the right bottom shoulder up and back. And now press the ears back. Take a big breath in. Stay for your exhale and let the belly button turn to the left. On an inhale with care, release your leg. Lower your hands, take it back to table for a moment. And we'll meet in downward facing dog when you're ready, hips to the sky. Pedal the heels for a breath. Notice what you feel. And now from your down dog, no rush, float the right leg to the sky. Step it all the way through to catch your lunge. Slow, steady breath in to rise. For high lunge, reach the arms and the chest up to the sky. You can walk that right foot an inch more to the right to feel more solid ground underneath you. And now lift the back heel high, reach up through the heart, look away from the floor, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bend into that front thigh. Now hands come up to your hips. Take all the hops you need. We're coming to stand. Spring off your left foot, left thigh to the chest. You can always tap your left toes down onto a block in front of you, but interlace your hands underneath your left thigh like we did on our backs. Press your left thigh down into your palms. And now shrug your shoulders to the ears and hug the shoulder blades together. Stay right here with that knee bent. Only if you'd like, you might straighten the left leg as if you're foot high-fiving your friend in front of you. Big breath in. Stay for the exhale. And now bend your left knee if it's not already. Thread it all the way back to lunge. Not quite done. Fingertips to the ground. Your choice. We're either going to come to lizard as you heel toe your right foot to the right, or pigeon pose. You can heel toe your right foot over to the left and lower your right knee and shin down onto the earth. But wherever you are, in lizard or pigeon, and then just in the other way, yeah. As you lower the back knee down, hug your back knee forward, lift your heart. You can stay here. You can lower down onto blocks or forearms, wherever you'd like to be, but 3 deep breaths. Send the breath in, down, and wide. As you exhale, try to uncurl your fingers, unclench your jaw, soften your tongue. Take one more breath, belly to the chest, and exhale to offer all of that breath out. Okay, if you're not already, just for a moment, we'll all lower down onto the forearms. Lower your elbows and forearms down, interlace your fingers, and now tuck your right left toes under and lift your left knee and thigh up off the ground. Slide your right leg back to meet your left for forearm plank. Supplies. Knees down or up to you. But can you think tailbone towards your heels and slide your heart forward. Take a huge breath in. Stay for your exhales. You offer that breath out. Take one more. Fill the belly, fill the chest. Stay for your exhale as you soften where you can. And now lower your knees to the floor, lower your belly, lower your chest, make a pillow with your hands. Close your eyes and listen for your breath. As you feel yourself lay against the earth, can you listen for the sound of your breath? Underneath the sound of your breath, can you feel the beating of your heart? Sometimes it's one where the more you search for it, the harder it becomes. But slow down your next breath in and exhale through your nose or through your mouth and let yourself get heavier down into the floor. Now after a few breaths here, we gotta do one more side. So come on up through center, hands to either side of your chest. You can press up through to table or plank pose, peel away from the ground, and take it back to downward facing dog. Take a full round of breath here. A big exhale to offer that breath out. And now on your next inhale, float the left leg up and back. Step it through to catch your lunge. Slow breath in, there's no rush. On an inhale, reach the arms, the chest, and the torso to the sky. When you walk that left foot to the left, you're less on a tightrope, more on train tracks, steady ground beneath. But lift the back heel high, lift the back thigh up. And as you wrap the right hip forward, reach up through the arms, take a big breath in, stay for your exhale and bend into that front thigh. Now hands come to your hips. Take all the hops you need to spring off your right foot hovering or tapped onto the block. And now interlace your hands underneath your right thigh. Instead of pulling the thigh towards your belly, try to let the right leg get heavy. Press it into your palms. Shrug your shoulders to the ears. Hug the shoulder blades together. Stay right here and breathe. Or if you want to explore straightening the right leg, you can. Take a big breath in and a longer breath out. And now bend your right knee if it's not already. Thread it all the way back to lunge. Ooh. Fingertips to the ground. Either lizard lunge if you did so on side one, or pigeon pose. You walk that right foot or the left foot over to the right and lower the left knee and shin down. That's it. Take a breath here with the back knee down. Maybe you're on your palms, maybe you're on your blocks, maybe you're on your forearms. But 3 slow, steady breaths. Picture the breath going from the nose down into your belly. Breathe into the back of your chest. And exhale to pour all of that breath out through each direction of you. Take one more breath in, let it fill you up. And exhale to let all of that breath out. Okay, one more side to try out. So if you're not already, come down onto your forearms, interlace that awkward index finger on top. Tuck your right toes under, lift the right knee up, and slide the left leg back to meet your right. Last round, knees down or up, but can you walk your legs to come all the way together as if you're creating one long leg with both? Now squeeze your thighs towards each other. Think tailbone back towards your heels and slide your chest forward. Take a huge breath in. Stay for your exhale, offer it out. Take another breath, fill the belly, fill the chest. Slow, steady exhale to offer it out. Last one, big belly breath in. Stay for your exhale. And now lower the knees to the floor, lower the belly, lower the chest. Make a pillow with your hands, maybe the other palm on top, as you close your eyes and listen for your breath. A deep belly breath in and a long, steady breath out. If you're on a palm or on a cheek, you might turn to the other side and take one more full breath. As you exhale, offer all of that breath out. And now come on up through center. Let's meet in tabletop. So we can find our way to downward facing dog just for a moment longer. From your down dog, lift your heels high, soften your knees. Walk your feet to the middle of your mat. Walk your hands to the middle of your mat to meet yourself somewhere in the middle. Inhale to come up halfway to lengthen. As you exhale, fold and bow in towards yourself. Take a long breath in to rise. Stand through your legs, reach up, touch the sky, get tall. And exhale to let the hands come down by your sides. Nice. Sip water, take anything that you need. Find your therapy balls. I'll grab some, and you can take one of them out of their tote. Does anyone need any? Thank you. Anyone need some? Oh, well prepared. You just need one. Oh, okay. Yeah, so a win. You can take it out of its tote and then bring it on your mat somewhere and let your right foot come onto the therapy ball. So with the right foot on the therapy ball, soften your left knee so it's not locked. Let your hands shake out. And if you haven't already, start to move the right foot forward and back from the ball to the arch. Ugh. We did this yesterday in class, and it felt like I've never done it before. My foot's like, who is she? But take a few breaths. You'll notice that the therapy ball is a little squishy, so the more weight you put into it, you might feel a different sensation. But take a big breath in and open your mouth to let that breath out. Good. Now come to the arch of your foot, the very middle. It's called squeezing the orange or juicing the orange. You turn the right knee and toes to the right and to the left. Unlock your left knee if it's locked. Shake your arms out. Take a big breath in and open your mouth to let that breath go. Good. Now as you draw the right knee and toes through center, keep the therapy ball under your foot. This time bring your right heel to the floor. Curl your right toes up the therapy ball and try to spread your right toes as wide as you can. Now press the right toes down as if your toes are holding the ball there. Lift your chest, take a breath. This might be plenty of sensation. This is a lot. If you want anything different, you can step your left foot slightly forward of your right, bend into your left knee as you keep your right heel down on the ground. Claw the toes, lift your chest. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth to let that breath out. Good. And then slowly come on back. Release the foot, shake it out. Take a breath or two and notice what you feel. We'll do the second side in a moment. But just even lean from one foot to the other or lean into the balls of your feet and your heels. And a breath to just notice what you feel from side to side. Side 2, therapy ball to the left foot. I know I've preached it to most of you guys, but we know about the foot spa. No? Yes? The B&V Foot Spa on 11th and Washington. Adriana and I go there more often than I would like to admit. Yeah. They just massage your knees below for each leg for 15 minutes or 30 minutes with pounds of Vaseline, and you walk out of there just on air as if your feet have wings. And I said this in yesterday's class, but you know in those, when you walk by, it's not phrenology. What's the... Reflexology. God, delete from the record. Reflexology, when they show you that map of the foot and they show you all the corresponding points of like big toe, left eyeball, arch of the foot, liver. Have you seen these? Okay, they're sometimes just walking around in the city, you can see them. Things are going on down there. There's a whole universe underneath the sole of your foot, and it's just a chance to explore what you're working with. So come to the arch if you haven't, squeeze the orange. We're gonna do some balance poses next. And we're rolling out the feet now because chakra 1 runs all the way down the legs, the backs of the legs, the shins, into the soles of the feet. It's how you tether to the floor. Take a breath, let it out. And then when you're ready, left heel down, curl your toes up the therapy ball. Start first by trying to spread your toes as wide as they can go. And then press the top of your foot down and feel the webbing of your feet. Lift the chest. Stay right here. Shake out your arms if you want. Let the right foot step slightly forward. Left heel presses down as you lift the chest. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth to let all of that breath go. And then slowly back it all the way up. Release the therapy ball to the side. Come to stand in the middle of your mat. Close your eyes and just feel both feet on the ground. Maybe you lean gently from side to side or lean forward and back into your heels and your toes. But as you find that place in the middle, feeling the corners of your feet, the arches of your feet, take a breath in and down into where the memory of the therapy balls were, and exhale to let all of that breath go. Now blink your eyes open if they're not already. Big breath in, reach the arms up. As you exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. Inhale brings you halfway up to lengthen, grow long through your spine, root through the feet, and exhale to fold, bowing in towards yourself. We'll step it to down dog. You can walk your hands to the top of your mat, step your feet to the back of your mat to find your way back. And now a few poses we've done together before. Inhale to lift the right leg to the sky. Step it through to catch your lunge. Pivot your hands and feet to the left for that wide-legged forward fold we did a while ago. Hug your feet together. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, soften your elbows as you bow in. Now Skandasana, revisited. Inhale to come up halfway. Turn the left knee and toes to face the back of your mat, the back corner. And as you bend your left knee, keep your left heel down, lift your heart. Stay right here. Try to guide your left knee open towards your pinky toes. Maybe the right heel toes lift to the sky. Maybe the hands get light, but take a full breath in, lift the chest. Stay for the exhale, lift that chest. And now push through the left foot to straighten the left leg. Turn the right knee and toes to catch your lunge. You might have your blocks framing out the front of your mat. You may use them in the next moment or two. But on your inhale, come up to rise for high lunge. Reach up, touch the sky. Heel toe the right foot to the right. Grow tall through the fingertips. And now hands come to your hips. We're coming to stand. Spring off your left foot, left thigh to the chest. Interlace your hands underneath that left thigh. Press the right foot down. Grow tall through the crown of your head. Press your left thigh down into your arms and shrug your shoulders up and back. Stay here. Maybe you straighten that left leg. Maybe your hands move towards your calf or towards the ankle as you lift the heart. But take one more breath, push down into the right foot, grow tall. And as you exhale, bend your left knee. We're going to make our way through Warrior 3. Bend your right knee a lot. Start to reach your torso forward as you extend back through the left leg. Your fingertips can always touch blocks out in front of you for support, but hug your left thigh to the middle of your mat. Lift your left inner thigh up. And as you stretch back through your left heel, slide the chest forward. One more breath, maybe your hands find a variation, like locust, hands to either side of you. But on your next breath, bend your right knee just enough to tack it back to lunge. Inhale to reach up, touch the sky. And on your exhale, fold. Down dog, take it back. Whew. No one else? Okay. Actively sweating, butt on fire. Take a breath and feel gravity beneath you. Notice what you're working with. And now for side 2, float the left leg up and back. Step it through to catch your lunge. Pivot your hands and feet to the right to come into your wide-legged forward fold on the other side. Take a full breath here. Hug your feet, your legs together. And as you exhale, bow in towards yourself. Now inhale to come up halfway to lengthen, grow long. Turn the right knee and toes to face the back corner of your mat. Skandasana, bend your right knee. Guide your right knee open towards your pinky toes, and now lift the chest. Stay here. Maybe the left toes point to the sky. Maybe the hips get heavy, that the hands get light. But take a bigger breath in and a longer breath out. And now on your next breath, push through the right foot to straighten the leg. Turn the left knee and toes to catch your lunge. Slow, long breath in to rise for high lunge on the second side. Walk the left foot to the left as much as you need. Reach up through the heart, look away from the ground, and bend into that front thigh. And now hands come to your hips. All the hops you need to spring off the right foot. Hands come underneath the right thigh. Feel the memory of the therapy ball underneath your left foot. And as you push your left foot down into the floor beyond your mat, grow tall through the crown of your head. Stay here. Maybe you straighten the right leg. Maybe your hands slide up to the calf or ankle. But as you take a deep breath in, let it fill you up. Stay for the exhale, lift your heart. And now bend your right knee, bend your left knee, Virabhadrasana 3. Reach the right leg back as you reach the heart forward. Hands can come to blocks in front of you at any point, but squeeze the right leg to the middle of your mat. Reach the right heel back and slide the heart forward. Maybe your hands stay, maybe they come alongside of you like locust. Maybe they reach overhead towards the top of your mat, but big breath in. Stay for your exhale. And now bend your left knee just enough to tap it back to lunge. Reach up, touch the sky. And exhale to fold. Down dog, feel gravity beneath. Take a longer breath in and a deeper breath out. And one more time together. Inhale through to plank pose, the top of your push-up. We'll meet on our bellies, lower down. Take a few extra breaths in your cobra, lift up through the heart. Really press the legs down into the earth. Hug your palms towards each other as you lift your heart. Big breath in. And on your exhale, release, lower down. Press up through to tabletop. Let's meet on our backs with your heads up towards me, feet to the wall behind you. Sip some water, take what you need, and have one of your blocks close by within a grabbable distance. We're going to take some backward bends and then lie down. Ugh. So once you're on the ground, bend your knees, bring both feet to the floor. Close or soften your eyes and really listen for your breath. Take a full breath in through the nose and exhale out through the nose once again. Now we'll take 3 rounds of backward bends. It's completely your choice. All 3 of those can be in supported bridge. I'll talk you through the options. Or bridge pose, or Urdhva Dhanurasana. I like to teach this with a block in between the thighs at its narrowest height, for it does 2 things. 1, It lets you draw that energy to the middle to clear space in and through the low back. It also reminds you of the strength of your legs as you lift yourself up. So as you bend your knees, maybe a block between your thighs, bend your elbows alongside of you and point your fingertips to the ceiling. Now as you push through your feet, lift your hips up high, wiggle the shoulder blades together to lift the back of your chest, and then head presses into the earth to lift your chin away from your chest. Setu Bandhasana. Your hands can stay here, they can come alongside of you, they can rest on your hips. But as you hug that block together, push your feet down and forward to lift your hips up. Take a big belly breath in and a long, clear breath out. Take one more, fill the belly, fill the chest. And as you exhale, release your hips to the ground, ditch the block from between your thighs, and either knock your knees into each other or windshield wiper your knees from side to side. That will clear more space in and through the low back. Full breath in through the nose, and long breath out through the nose or mouth. Now we'll take round 2. The next time your knees come up through center, if the block helped, you can place the block between your thighs again. Maybe you have your second block close by if you're coming into supported bridge. But with your knees bent, feet on the ground, big inhale to lift your hips up to the sky. Wiggle the shoulder blades together to lift the back of your heart. Stay here or slide a block underneath your tush. Or for upward facing bow, palms come by your ears, hands as wide as your mat. Hug the block together, and now press through your legs to come up to the crown of your head. Press through your legs to come up to straighten the arms. Take one more breath in. Big exhale to let all of that breath out. And then slowly, when you're ready, come on down the way that you entered. Either knees knock in or windshield wiper your knees from side to side. And slow down that breath in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose or mouth. Especially after backward bends, when the heart might get faster, when sweat builds, can you call yourself back to what is it that I need? More breath, more time, more space, more rest, or more movement. So we'll set up for the third and final round. With your knees bent, block in between your thighs if it helped. Use your next inhale to lift up into bridge pose, hips to the sky. Wiggle the shoulder blades together or slide another block underneath your tush. For upward facing bow, palms come by your ears, hands as wide as your mat. And now squeeze your legs towards each other, push through your legs to come up to the crown of your head first. Push through the legs to maybe move the arms towards straight. Take a deep breath in. Stay for your exhale, and then slowly, when you're ready, come on down the same way you came in. You might knock your knees from side to side, you might soften or straighten the legs, but slow breath in through the nose, and big exhale out through the nose or mouth. Now the next time both knees come back through center, zero rush. Hug the right knee in towards your chest, give it a squeeze. Watch for folks and props around you behind your mat. We're gonna start to, in a moment, straighten that left leg. But roll the right ankle in one or the other direction. Spread the toes or point the toes as you take a full breath in. And on your exhale, straighten your left leg long out in front of you. For the twist, let your left hand hold your right thigh and move that right leg to the left for a supine twist. I like to bring blocks underneath that right thigh to bring the floor high up to meet me. But let that right leg move to the left only as much as you can keep the right shoulder down on the ground. Take a full deep breath in through the nose and big exhale to offer all of that breath out. Stay right here, reaching the left heel long towards the back of your mat. Or for a bonus, you might bend your left knee, kick your left tush with your left heel, and sweep your right arm down and around to hold on to that foot. Take a full breath in through the nose. Big exhale out through the nose or mouth. Good. Take a bigger breath in. And stay for your exhale. Then if you have a hold of the legs, slowly release it. Uncross and unwind your legs as you draw both feet back to the earth. Take a breath as you notice one side to the other. And now hug the left knee in towards your belly or chest. Give it a squeeze. Make some circles, roll the ankle, spread the toes or point the toes. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, straighten the right leg long in front of you. Let the right hand hold the left thigh as you let that left leg twist to the right for Supta Padagustasana C, that's supine twist. Perhaps there's blocks or two underneath that left thigh, so you can lift the floor high to meet you. Let that left shoulder drop down onto the ground and let the back of your head soften into the earth. Take a slow breath in and a deeper breath out. If you did so on side one and you'd like to explore, perhaps you bend your right knee, kick your right tush with your right heel. And now sweep your left arm down and around to reach for the right foot. As you shrug the left shoulder up and back, take a bigger breath in and a longer breath out. Take one more, fill the belly, fill the chest. Stay for the exhale as you pour that breath out. Now release the hold of your legs if you're holding the feet. Uncross your legs and draw them through center. And give your knees a squeeze in towards your belly. We just did so much asymmetrical work from side to side. See what it feels like to hold both legs. Maybe you stay still. Maybe you make small circles with the hips or knees. And for the last few breaths, perhaps you come towards happy baby, catching the backs of your thighs, or your calves, or your ankles, or the pinky side edges of your feet. But wherever you find yourself, take a deeper breath in, and exhale to slowly release both legs down onto the earth. We're going to make our way towards Shavasana next, towards rest. And I really invite you to take anything that you need, any layers, any props. If you'd like to roll up one of your blankets and place it underneath your knees, this will help soften the low back down into the earth. Perhaps you let your hair down or let your glasses set safely off to the side. But know that as we pause here in Shavasana for a few moments, I'll talk us through a few rounds of pranayama, of some breath work to prepare the body for rest. That you're more than welcome to just listen to or follow along at your pace. But in any time throughout your rest, please feel free to move, to adjust, to reposition, to let yourself become a drop more comfortable than before. With your eyes soft or closed, begin to listen for your breath. Take a slow, deep breath in and a long, steady exhale out. Take another deep breath in through the nose and exhale out through the nose or mouth. For this breath, equal part breath called Samavriti, we'll start by taking a breath in through the nose for 4 steady counts, filling from belly to heart, pausing for a moment at the top, and then exhaling for those same 4 counts. Emptying heart to belly. Pause at the bottom and begin again. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Last 2 rounds. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Last round. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, 2, 1. Without any counts or holds, take a breath to fill the belly, the heart, the throat, the crown of your head. And as you exhale through your nose or parted lips, let yourself get heavier into the earth. Begin to find the slow, rhythmic cadence of your breath. And as you let every cycle of your breath, let you become heavier against the earth. Can you feel not just the ground beneath your mat, but imagine the ground beneath the building, the soil, the earth itself. Can you feel and imagine yourself travel all the way down to the center of the earth, where that red glowing ball of energy resides? At the base of your spine, that molten red glowing ball, connecting you further and further into the earth and further into yourself. Feel that soft, steady energy run down the legs, through your heels into the earth. And as you continue to soften into yourself, you are here, you are connected, you are solid, and you are molten inside. Let each cycle of your breath let you get heavier against yourself. And the heavier you become, the lighter and more spacious you may just begin to feel. begin to deepen your breath. Taking a longer breath in and a sweeter breath out. Take another breath in, down, and wide. And as you exhale, offer all of that breath out. Begin to let your breath awaken the body that you're in with any slow, gentle movements that just feel sweet to you. You might roll your wrists or ankles in one or the other direction. Perhaps you tip your head from side to side, heavy against the ground. Or just being mindful of those around you and props. Perhaps you reach your arms away from your legs or draw your knees in towards your belly. But take all the time that you need to reach one or both arms overhead. Bend your knees to roll onto any side of your choice, to coil into yourself. Feel the steadiness of the ground beneath. And when the time comes, push down into the ground and come up to rise to your seat, your tall spine for a moment longer. With those eyes softly open or softly closed. And you once again listen for your breath. Take a deep breath in, down, and wide. And as you exhale, offer the breath up and out through every direction. Muladhara Chakra, this first chakra at the very base of your spine, the color of red, the element of earth, asking us the question, do I have what I need in order to accomplish what I'm about to do? So as we finish our time here with each other, with one more of those breaths, can gather your hands to center anywhere that feels for you, on your body or in front of your heart. Take a deep breath in to let it all go. You might bow your head to your hands or lift your hands towards your head in such a simple yet sincere gesture of self-reverence, bowing to your heart and the hearts of each other who practiced right alongside with you. And with all of our hearts, Nikki and I bow to each and every one of you all. Thank you so very much for being here. Thank you. Drink water. Eat snacks that feel good. Get some good rest. Next week we move up the chain to Chakra 2. It's all in the hips. Element of water, the color of orange. We'll see where we go. I have an agenda, but we'll see where you collectively go. While you're unsetting up, just some announcements. This Sunday is Mother's Day. Mariel's teaching a Mother's Day class where all the donations are donated to Kinder USA. If some of you guys have practiced with Sama, who did teacher training here and practiced, it's an organization that she works for. So donate, share, come through if you can with your moms or mom people. Is that a word? Mom people? You know, like that, yeah. Mom figures, the people who love, okay, let me stop. But tomorrow's Wednesday? Tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm teaching the second of the pose breakdown classes. We're gonna do inversions and back bends, 6 to 7:30 downstairs. It's very workshop style, conversational, bring questions, bring insight. It's just a great time to be in good company. And then the other unrelated yoga announcement that I have you guys heard of, I said this yesterday, but Germantown Kitchen Garden? Follow the Instagram. I don't know where they are. I want to go to them, but I haven't made it there yet. They have plant sales on Saturday and Sunday, and then they have a weekly CSA that's all grown in like a 10 or 15 acre plot in Germantown. So support the local food makers and everyone else. Anyone else have announcements? Any things that are going on with you in your worlds that you want to share? Kishan! I'm so tired. I'm so tired of an angel. Do you want me to say it? You say it.
If you like vintage clothes, I have a archive. It's right around the corner.
Thank you. Now selling home goods.
Now selling home goods.
Yes, the Instagram is exquisite. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Good night. Thanks, Bings. Good to see you. Ah, good to see you.